Hey there, Pisces, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot. Okay, for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of April 2023. We're going to take a look. Wow, you've got a lot to say, don't you, Pisces? We're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies. And Pisces, if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. Just send me an email. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee. Donation link is below, and any amount is greatly appreciated. Okay. Recent past. Let's see. Some of you may be dealing with a Virgo. Now, Pisces, I'm going to say you, because this is your reading. These may very well be your person's energies. So take it as it resonates, okay? Okay, the main energy for your reading this month is the Nine of Cups. There's definitely an energy where you are focused on emotional stability, emotional fulfillment, really what fills your emotional cup and makes you happy. Now, in the recent past, you get the Three of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Hermit. There's heartbreak. There's emotional pain here. But the way you're processing it is you're not really processing it. What I mean by that is you have this emotional pain, but you're just kind of like pulling back, becoming a bit of a recluse, and trying to analyze this or approach this emotional pain logically, right? So it's like, I need to process this emotional pain. Let me just shut off my emotions to think it through. Doesn't really work that way, but it somehow still manages to work for you because you're showing me I got what I needed out of this. Like I kind of pulled back. I went into my little cave. I thought this through and I figured it out. Now, in the current situation, you get the Five of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. There's a conflict here, right? I do feel like somebody else, some of you may be dealing with a fire sign as well, or somebody that just embodies that energy. Whoever this person is, you're very attracted to them. You do still have love for them, but you're conflicted because they caused you emotional pain in the recent past. So it's an energy of like, I'm still attracted to you. I still have love for you, but do I want to let you back in after all the pain you caused me? So we'll see. In the near future, you get the Three of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Here's the thing. You want to reconcile here. You do. However, you're not willing to let go of what you need, what you want, your stability. The main focus is on you here in the near future. And so even though you do want to reconcile, and I feel like your person does too, you're not rushing into things. You're very, very focused on yourself, focused on what you need, what you want, what focuses on your stability. So I like that. Let's start clarifying. I'm going to start off by clarifying the main energy for your reading this month, which is the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is clarified by the Hierophant, the Knight of Swords, and the Universe. Some of you may have been married to this person. And if you weren't married or aren't married, this is one of those deep connections where it's like, yeah, I might as well have been. Like, that's how deep this is. And you're showing me that, look, I made the decision to end this. You're the one that chose to end this because you're showing me that what brought me emotional stability. That's what brought me emotional fulfillment. I chose to take an end, or I chose to put an end to this because I've learned everything that I needed to learn from this. It's like I've read the book, I'm at the end, there's nothing else for me here, so let's close the chapter and let's start a brand new one, right? It's an energy of like I'm done, but not I'm angry done. It's like I've realized that this is what I need for my growth, my emotional stability, my emotional fulfillment, so what am I still doing here type of thing, you know? Very mature in how this energy is they're like perceived. Let's take a look. Oh, there it is. Three of Swords in the recent past is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this wasn't the first time you and your person broke up. I feel like there was like some sort of a cycle here where it's like, oh, we broke up, we got back together. We broke up, we got back together. It's an energy of I've experienced this heartbreak before. This is not brand new to me. And you're showing me that you are hoping that your person comes in and apologizes. You are hoping that whatever it is that caused you to end things with them, that they come in, they apologize, they recognize, you know, what they did because you're in pain. You're in pain. Like, this is not fun for you. Despite the fact that you've experienced this emotional pain before and this is not your first time, you're still very anxious about it. You are thinking about this a lot, and it does still hurt. And you're showing me like, hey, I'm hoping that things change. I'm hoping that things shift into a better direction. And my person comes in and actually apologizes and recognizes like, hey, you know, I need this apology from you. Let's take a look at the Queen of Swords in the recent past for you. Queen of Swords is clarified by the Seven of Swords, the Hermit, which you get again in the recent past, and the Ten of Pentacles. Logically, you're looking at this whole situation with your person, and I feel like at some point, even in the recent past, you still view this person as like somebody that you could build a long-term connection with, somebody that you could have a very stable, successful, long-term relationship with. But after everything that took place, you're trying to look at this logically, right? You take your emotions out of it and you look at this logically, and you're starting to kind of doubt whether or not this person is actually the long-term relationship type that you thought they were. So you're looking at the whole picture and you're kind of like, well, I do still feel like I could have a long-term relationship with them. I still feel like we could have a successful connection. But if I take my emotions out of it and I just look at this logically from an analytical perspective, right? Do I still feel that way? Do I still feel, excuse me, like it makes sense? And you're showing me not really. I don't know, like I don't fully trust that they are long-term relationship material anymore, or that they have the criteria necessary to meet what you want out of a long-term partner. Let's take a look at the Hermit in the recent past. Hermit is clarified by, and this is you, the Pisces, the Page of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Moon. You're not taking any action, right? Because you're sitting here manifesting your person taking action. You're manifesting, excuse me, them coming in and taking action. So you're showing me, look, I'm not doing anything, right? I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, yes, I'm going through a bit of pain here, but I'm not budging. I've manifested clarity. I've manifested getting, you know, the answer, the divine answer to my questions, and the universe is giving it to me. So I'm not about to take action. I know what I want. I know what I'm looking for, but you're not doing much here. You're just kind of sitting back and just kind of taking it all in, learning from it. I don't really see you reaching out or anything like that, at least not in the recent past. Let's take a look at the current situation. I want to clarify the Five of Wands for you in the current situation. The Five of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. You're conflicted here because on the one hand, you're showing me, I do want to work on things with my person. On the other hand, I need to focus on myself. However, here's the thing. You are focused on yourself. You're taking care of yourself. You're nurturing yourself. You're focused on your stability, your needs, your desires, which is great. The other part of you is like, yeah, but I do want to work on things with my person. But you don't want to want that. It's almost like I have this desire, I want to work on things, I want to fix things, but I don't want to fix things. Like, why should I be the one to want to work on things when they're the ones that hurt me? Why do I have this desire? It's almost like you touched a hot stove, you're like, ooh, that burns. Why do I want to touch it again? But I do want to touch it again, but why? It's that kind of an energy, and it seems to be creating a little bit of an internal conflict here for you in the current situation. Let's take a look at the King of Cups in the current situation for you. King of Cups is clarified by the Four of Swords, the Empress, and the High Priestess. Here's the thing. The reason you do want to work on things with your person, the reason you do want to heal things and truly fix things with them is because deep down, you still view them as your person, right? If I came up to you and I was like, hey, Pisces, you know, like build your perfect person. You would build this person. This person is the person for you as far as you're concerned. And that's on a deep, deep soul level. Not to mention the fact that you have a lot of love for them here in the 3D world as well, right? And so that's where this desire to work on things, to heal things, to fix things actually comes from for you. Let's take a look at the Queen of Wands in the current situation for you. Queen of Wands is clarified by the Two of Cups, the Nine of Cups, which is the main energy for your reading this month, and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, if I told you, Pisces, look, just imagine a world where you and your person are together, you're in love, you're in a relationship, that makes you happy because, again, you love this person, you're very physically attracted to them, and they bring you a lot of emotional stability. Like, you're looking at this connection, right? Maybe this person may have hurt you, but this connection brings in a lot of emotional stability for you. And even when you go into your little dream world and you entertain that, that makes you truly happy. But you're showing me, I don't want to get too emotionally attached to this idea, right? I don't want to get too emotionally invested into this little dream world of mine because I still need to be practical. I need to be logical. I need to approach this from the mind perspective and not let my emotions get the better of me. Because your emotions are pretty intense and they're still pretty strong for this person despite whatever may have happened for you, between you two, in the recent past. Let's take a look at the Three of Cups in the near future for you. Three of Cups is clarified by the Justice, the Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles, and you get the Nine of Pentacles again immediately after this in the near future. There is a reconciliation happening here. There is a brand new beginning happening here, and it's divinely balanced. It's restoring divine balance between you and this person. You and this person not being it together, being separated, putting an end to things, the energies are out of balance. And in the near future, I do see a reconciliation happening and it kind of bringing divine balance between the two of you. Not only that, there's also a new beginning in love here, but you are also taking this to the next level of, yeah, this makes me happy. This makes me really, really happy. I do want this. I do want this reconciliation. So you're not really resisting that. But what you are showing me here is that you're focused on yourself. You are not going to sacrifice your stability, your needs for this connection and for this new beginning. So an example of this would be, hey, yes, we're getting back together, but I'm not about to stop hanging out with my friends just so that you and I can spend time together every night. Or, I have my job and I also prioritize my job. So I'm not going to be canceling shifts just so that we have time together, right? Me first, and then this connection. But it's not in a selfish way. It's very much in a way of like, I'm taking care of myself so that I can infuse and, bring a lot of love and emotional stability into this connection. Let's take a look at the Nine of Pentacles in the near future. Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Queen of Swords, which you got again in the recent past in the same row, and the Five of Wands, which you got in the current situation. This energy feels beautiful. The love that you're experiencing in the near future feels beautiful. And this reconciliation is kind of emotionally consuming you. And so you need to keep reminding yourself, hey, I got to pump the brakes. I have to be logical. I have to be, I need to focus on myself. Because what you want to do is essentially dive all in back into this connection. And that's not a bad thing, right? But for some reason, your brain is coming in and being like, hey, slow down. Remember, you need to focus on you. You need to allow yourself to be prioritized and taken care of. So it's a little bit difficult for you because there's kind of like a little bit of resistance here of you wanting to jump into this pool of love again and your brain kind of holding you back, being like, dip your toe first, then your foot, then your knee, like move slowly type of thing. So yeah, it's kind of funny how the energy comes through. Let's take a look at the Chariot for you in the near future. The Chariot is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Three of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, you get the Four of Wands. You're evaluating and assessing this whole connection. You're looking at everything almost like it was a chess game, right? Where you have all the players laid out and you're like, I do this, he does this, she does this, he does this. It's like a bunch of different outcomes and you're kind of evaluating and assessing which direction you want to take this in, right? So if I do this and my partner does this, or my person does this, this is one outcome. Okay, cool. If I do this and my partner does this, this is another outcome. You're trying to essentially be calculated in the direction that you're moving in. It's not just about us getting back together, but it's about us moving both in the direction that we both want to move in. And so you're evaluating and assessing that, but I don't really see you taking any moves yet. You're kind of just sitting back, looking at the whole picture, and then you're like, I'll figure out what to do. Just give me some time. Very strategic way of approaching this, Pisces. So let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month. From the universe, you get the Two of Swords, Five of Cups, and the Fool. Yeah. Based on what happened in the past, you may not see this brand new beginning coming. You're showing me like, I don't see this. The past, it sucked. It hurt. Like, let's leave the past in the past. I'm over it. What you don't actually see coming is that this whole difficult energy is going to be wiped clean. You're going to have a beautiful brand new beginning. You're going to start from scratch with all the best energies. But of course, you don't see that coming yet. So Pisces, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did and it resonated, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you here on the next one.